Prior to the hurricane, the city of Springfield was already one of the largest Puerto Rican communities in the country. Those numbers have only increased since, with the influx of those displaced by María. Connecting Point's Brian Sullivan and I visited one family as they tried to cope with the new reality of being in a place they don't know, where they don't know anyone, while trying to maintain a hope of returning home someday. From an intersection on Route 5 in West Springfield, just beyond the Route 91 overpass, is one of dozens of motels housing hundreds of displaced Puerto Rican families in the area. For Luis Robles, Carmen Romero, and their young daughter, this two-bed suite on the second floor at the Red Roof Inn, it's home.
Se nos ha hecho duro, ya que mayormente mi nena pues duerme conmigo aquí, en esta cama. Ella se pasa diciéndome, mami, ¿cuándo vamos a tener nuestra casita? Ya que nuestra casita se nos fue. Todas mis cositas se las llevó el huracán.
This motel in particular is the fourth temporary living quarters for this family since they arrived here in December 2017. A typical morning starts with microwaving hot pancakes for their young daughter. The days of a fully functioning kitchen are a thing of the past. Outside of their bedroom, Carmen can be found rinsing of rice in a sink that's hardly large enough to wash one's hands.
Yo tengo una arrocera donde se hace el arroz y un sartén eléctrico, y ahí es donde cocinamos. Pero lo tenemos que hacer en donde está el lavamanos, que es al lado del baño. Aquí pues se me hace difícil porque no tenemos estufa, no tenemos nevera grande, lo que tenemos es una miniatura de nevera y lo que podemos tener es pues varias cosas frías. No se puede cocinar bien. En este hotel por lo menos nos permitieron cocinar.
Medication bottles sit on the top of the room's microwave as a daily reminder of the many medical issues the family suffers. For Luis Robles, it's a list of ailments long enough to fit into a 3-ring binder.
Los médicos me han dicho que tengo artritis lumbar en la columna, disco herniado en el cuello, tengo récord de depresión.
And Luis is not the only one in the family who needs regular medical attention. Carmen is diabetic and their daughter is epileptic. So most of the time the family spent outside of the motel room is on buses going to and from doctor's visits. Navigating through Springfield can be a challenge for anyone, even people that live here with their own cars. For people living outside of the city center without their own transportation, taking the PVTA becomes a necessity. This means living by the bus's schedule. It also means having to have bus fare for all of the trips back and forth. And while Carmen and Luis want to work, because of their illnesses, they are physically unable to. Without any type of employment, it becomes very difficult to come up with the extra money needed just to get a doctor's appointment, or really do anything outside of the four walls of the motel room. The same motel room that contained whatever remains of all of their worthy possessions is the room where breakfast, lunch, and dinner are cooked next to a sink outside of a tiny bathroom. But for all of its negativity, the room also serves as a motivation for the family to get themselves into a proper home before the year is out.
Por lo menos tener la oportunidad de que mi hija tenga tener un apartamento para que ella tenga su casa.